Hello and welcome. Thank you for tuning in once again. I'm Bethany Hadfield, quantum healing hypnosis practitioner and avid astrologer, welcoming you to your new moon in Virgo ceremony. So what we're going to do is just take a moment to really tune in to this ceremony. And so we're going to do that with a nice deep breath in to clear our energy field and just be in an open and receiving space to receive the information and also give you the space to receive insights and set intentions for this new moon cycle. So you can choose to close your eyes down if you wish, but just taking a nice deep breath in, we'll do it all together. 1, 2, 3, in through the nose, holding it at the top, and releasing any tension all the way out, imagining it flowing out through all the fingers and the toes, letting it go, becoming nice and clear. Wonderful. So welcome once again, and what we've got is this Virgo new moon, which is 14th or 15th of September 2023, and so a new moon, of course, is when the sun and the moon join together, where they are meeting at the same point, according to the Earth, and which is symbolic of the masculine and the feminine joining together to create a new cycle. So that's why this is a potent time to set aside this time for yourself to tune into this energy and use its essence to create and give intention for this new cycle ahead. So what Virgo is really all about is the perfection. It is the virgin, it is purity, it is the mechanics as well. It is earth, so it is the physical, it's very pragmatic, it is practical, it is problem solving, it is very exact and detailed, it is very careful, it is planning. It doesn't want to make mistakes because it wants perfection. And so the opposite to Virgo is Pisces. Now Pisces is all about completely surrendering, going with the flow, and it's the all that is in this vast sea of everything. Whereas Virgo is all about the minute details, zooming right down into the very fine details of exactly everything that is. And it's this very scientist wants to get to the bottom with a very pragmatic, analytical and logical sense of what the thing is, to understand it in a very practical way. Now, what I want to focus on for this particular ceremony, with all of those elements in mind of this Virgo energy, which as well is about, the garden, which is, creating this beauty and tending to nature or to ourselves. So it is a lot about healing, and that is the focus, which I'm saying while I'm actually going through healing through a sickness right now as we speak, which is coincidental, right? So this really is this opportunity to let go, which is this Pisces energy, of any stagnant or stuck energy that is being held within our body, because Virgo is very much all about this healer archetype. And so it as well, I will talk about judgment, because this is a very big theme for Virgo, which is the negative aspect of it is this super hypercritical, analytical, and controlling, because it wants everything to be perfect. And so the flip side to that is that it can be also very critical. And so what would be helpful is to take a moment to think of anything that you judge within yourself, anything that you're critical of, that you judge, and to really focus in on what it is that you're judging within yourself. You might notice that it's stored in a certain part of your body when you feel that feeling, something that you don't like about yourself. And just imagine that you are just able to just let it go. Just let that judgment go and love it anyway. Turn it around and turn it into something that you can learn to love and accept about yourself, even if it is hard to do. And this can be said as well for when we judge others. Because as well, what's important to know is that we are God. This is important to know. So you are God, I am God. This whole reality, this universe is God. We are God experiencing itself as a human being. And so when we are judging ourselves or others, we are actually rejecting a part of ourselves. This is the opposite of acceptance and love. It is rejection, it is fear. And it's not to say that, we should never strive to be better than we are, but it's to do it in a healthy and balanced way. So we will always keep moving and continuing to progress and keep moving forwards, but it is to release any negative judgment that might come along with that. So it is to really step into this space of acceptance. Accept ourselves, accept all that is. Because it is all happening in divine timing and in divine sequence. And this is where we have to release this control. Our ego likes to try to control things. And this is fine, there is a place and time for that. But for the most part, us tiny little humans on this earth, we are part of this much bigger cosmic unfolding. And we are a part of this. And so to allow this unfolding to occur and allowing the patterns, which you may notice as well, that there are certain patterns that keep happening and happening over and over again in your life. And so now this is where it gets interesting, is we have the opportunity with patterns as well to break a pattern if we notice it and it's not healthy for us. But it's also important to note that this is the pattern of life. So what is the point in resisting it? There is no point. So accept it and love it is the only way. What other way is there? If you try to fight it, you will only be fighting yourself. And this is what causes blockages in our system. Blockages of emotion, which then cause this ease in the body. And so what this energy is about is learning to flow with ease. And so that is this releasing of any blockages in our lives. So you might like to take a moment to become aware of the things that have been blocking you. Or if, like me, you're going through a sickness, your body is physically forcing you to review these things, and you'll know it within yourself what it is. Like I know what it is that this sickness is releasing in me. different people, different emotions, different circumstances that have highlighted certain things within ourselves to now be released so that we can make space for the new. And Virgo is very much about this preparation. It likes to be very prepared. It plans carefully. So it is a time of preparation. And so, because what we've got coming up in the next phases are the Libra, which is judgment in the tarot, and then Scorpio, which is the death in order for the rebirth. So this is very much a time about preparation, getting prepared, doing work. We may feel this energy now. It's like, okay, we've got to get practical, we've got to get to it. There's no more just daydreaming. It's about practically putting things into place so that we can start doing the work and moving forward in different projects, different parts of our lives, which is why it is also very much about releasing whatever it is that is causing any blockages or holding us back from being our truer self and being our highest version of ourselves. And really stepping in to these new versions of ourselves, which is this transformation process that we've been going through, both individually but also collectively, particularly extremely sped up and highlighted even since COVID, which once again, even the whole COVID, which is coronavirus, which is to do with the crown chakra, the opening up of the rebirth, because you crown when you're being born, you crown, and so it is about this rebirth that we are going through as a humanity, and it is through sickness that we can actually release any toxins that have been stored and built up and blocking us. And so this is as well, the more severely that we have been holding on, which is very much Virgo energy. It likes to hold on because it wants the control, you see. The more that we've been holding on to anything that is not in our highest alignment, a part of our soul journey in this incarnation, as part of this bigger cosmic unfolding, is to be released. And so this is why, the more that we hold on, the more that we resist, the bigger the problems will be. And this is why, could be controversial, but this is why people have had such severe health issues following this disease that has been working through this collective, because we are being forced to be pushed through into this new phase of humanity, which is letting go of the old way of doing things so that we can transcend into a higher state. And the earth, as we all surely do know, is really calling for this, because it's time for us to wake up and start living more in alignment. And so this is why it is important for us to have these moments where we sit down and we think about these things and we contemplate, okay, what is it that I should be doing? How can I be doing things differently? What can I let go of? What do I want to focus on moving forwards? And to really tune into these thoughts and behaviors and these things that we do on a daily basis is what we can focus on, that we want to start to implement, that are healthy for us. Doing what is really healthy for us. And so this is why Virgo is very much about being clean and being cleansed. So it is doing what, and this is part of this preparation. It's like before doing an ayahuasca ceremony, you need to be a clear vessel. You have to change your diet so that you are very clear and clean in order to prepare for the healing process that is about to occur through the ayahuasca ceremony, which is a medicine for the body, which is very much the Virgo archetype as well, very much about medicine and health and healing of the body, which translates to all levels: the mind, the emotions, and the physical, and the spiritual, of course, which is the one that actually guides all. So, yes, Virgo is very much about preparing to take care so that we can heal. And we can actually begin to, once you realize that everything is happening in perfect timing, we can then learn to let go and relax. Let go of the judgment and surrender to the flow of life. So allow yourself to accept where you are, accept where you're at. Forgive yourself for anything that you feel you have judged or you have done wrong. It's a mistake. There are no mistakes. There are only lessons. And that's what we have come here to do, is to learn. And to learn to love. This is the primary mandate for us to be here, which is definitely not always easy to do. And that's why with this judgment, anything that you critically judge, if you can learn to love it, because this is our challenge as a human being here on earth. This is how we transcend into peace and unity, is to learn to love and accept ourselves and others as they are, and to recognize that what you judge in another, you are also judging in yourself, because we are not separate. So that is a very empowering way to think or look or feel about yourself and the world around you. If you can understand that they are not separate from me and I'm going to love it anyway. Otherwise, we can fall into this victim mentality, that the world is happening to us, rather than I accept that it is this way, this is how it is, and I'm a part of this, and this is actually a reflection of me. So whatever shows up in our lives is something that is there for us, that we have called into our lives, which is also hard to accept, but it is. And so to accept whatever it is that we choose to experience, this is the perfection of the mechanics of this reality. So learning to love it. So feel that in your heart, feel that love, feel it expand bigger and bigger within your heart, for yourself, for the world that you are a part of. So I hope that this has been helpful for this news cycle. I hope that it's been insightful for you. I do one-on-one sessions, so if you would like to look into how I can assist you or work with you, I'd be more than happy to. I'll put my information in the description box. And otherwise, I wish you a beautiful month with practical healing and steps that are working towards your goals and creating this new world together that is healthy for ourselves. So wishing you all the best and sending you so much love. Until next month, all the best.